Bill, good to see you. Listen, we've got a customs officer waiting to talk to everyone.
I hope you have something for us.
Absolutely. Reports and papers for everyone.
Ah, brilliant. So I'm what? A neurosurgeon now, am I?
You're a medical team from SUNY Upstate. Just back from Rome with your patient. Experimental gene therapy.
Good work. Let's get this over with.
What? This is crazy.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure, but Desmond's hitting up like a string of firecrackers.
Here it comes! What is that? What's going on? This is the Desmond. Scheduled for deletion! What are you doing? What is a man but the sum of memories? We are the stories we live! The tales we tell ourselves! Don't do this! I'm saving you, idiot! Go! Go!
Write these lines with a steady hand and a light heart. We are in Acre now, Sophia and I, with the 5 Masyaf keys and all the time in the world. Sophia is a seasoned traveler and a fine companion to have so far from home. Tomorrow we will make our way to Masyaf, and once there, into Altaïr's library to fulfill Father's forgotten dream. Forgive the shortness of this letter, dear sister, for it is late, and we are... Perhaps, with luck, the next words you hear from me will be in person. Con affetto, Ezio.
Such a climb. È così bello qui. This is where your order began?
It began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
The man you mentioned, Altaïr?
Altaïr Ibn-La'Ahad built us up as free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle, full of arrogance, and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well? You mentioned a creed before.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
It's rather cynical.
It would be if doctrine. It is merely nothing is true. Is to realize that the foundation and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that every permitted is to understand that we are the architects and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
I do remember making that decision. This life, it chose me. For 3 decades, I have served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered in injustice. I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for myself, and let them go. To let go of all of this.
Then let go. You will not fall far.
The end of the road.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else. Altaïr was a profound man.
What do you hope to find behind that door? What do you hope to find behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else. Altaïr was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this as a repository for all his wisdom. He saw many things in his life, and many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
Sophia, you should know by now that I am the lesser man.
Ezio. You had better come out of here alive.
I plan to. No books. No wisdom. Just you, lo mio. Requiescat Altaïr. You have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polo. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. A vault.
Stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands, at least until it has passed on the sea it contains.
What's it?
Go, son. Go be with your family. Live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
In much wisdom is much grief. That increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? Do you see?
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altaïr? What does he say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
Get rid of them!
This is my duty, Maria. Maria? Where? If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Or Sipango, or that I dropped the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple be found. Not until the time is right.
Another artifact. No. You will stay here. I have seen enough for one life. Desmond?
He's talking to me?
I heard your name once, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are... I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. That I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed, to share our stories like this? To speak across... Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you'll make all this suffering worth something in the end.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world. We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed around to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts. Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to Ingle Place. It was our duty, mine, Minerva's, and Jules, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise, and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. We tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked, and then ended. The earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10 of your kind still lived, and far fewer of ours. But we carried on to rebuild, to renew. Listen, you must go there, to the place where we labor lost. Take my words, pass them from your head in your hands. That is how you will open the way. But be warned, still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing. Something's happening. He's moving.
Desmond, can you hear me? Son?
I know what we need to do.